Oh my gosh, I'm in the middle of unhooking this washer and dryer in here, and the valves for the water supply on the washing machine, they don't close. So when I took off the water supply, the first one was just trickling out. So we thought we were right. Then the second one started taking off and water's coming out, and I thought it was going to trickle too. When we got the hose off, it was just going everywhere. We couldn't. Welcome back. Another day. I'm about to head out, and I've got a couple of different things to do today. I've got a storage unit to pick up that I bought online, and then I went to an estate sale on Saturday and picked up a few things, and I bought a washer and dryer and a refrigerator, so I gotta go pick those up today. And so I'm gonna go pick those up, pick up that unit, and see what we find. All right, we're almost to the house we're gonna pick up the fridge and the washer and dryer from, but I didn't have the camera with me the other day when I got here to the estate sale, and I bought several smaller items. I bought like some vintage Smurf stuff, vintage kitchenware, like an old marble rolling pin, some Pyrex bowls. I'm trying to think of what else I got. Big sewing kit. I got a huge organizer full of jewelry making supplies. I was basically just looking for anything that I could, resell. I got a big chessboard, like a huge, kind of fancy chessboard with all the pieces, and a couple of Disney dolls. The lady had literally probably more than 1,000 dolls in the house when I was there. But most of those dolls you just can't sell anymore. But I mean, there was tons and tons of dolls. No telling how much she spent on them things when she bought them originally, but I saw a couple people buying them, but there were so many of them, there was no way they were going to sell them all, because that was about halfway through the day on Saturday, and that was the last. They weren't doing it on Sunday, they were just doing it on Saturday. But we're almost there. And then they actually, we're getting close. When you went down into the basement, they didn't even price all that stuff, so it was kind of interesting. You just went down there and just kind of made up a pile, and then they were giving a price, some pretty cheap prices actually on that stuff. But there was just so much stuff there, and there are a lot of Christmas stuff and everything, but they didn't have, with all the stuff they had to price upstairs, they just didn't have time, I guess, to price all the stuff that was down in the basement. I think we're getting close. I hope I didn't pass it, because I wasn't paying attention there at first. Okay, yeah, it's past this fence right here. She had some swans out here. I think they're going. Yep. I was gonna buy the swans, but one of them was missing the head. I didn't even notice. I thought it was turned around backwards, but she's like, yeah, one's missing the head. You can order them. Like, no, I'll pass. Oh my gosh, I'm in the middle of unhooking this washer and dryer in here, and the valves for the water supply on the washing machine, they don't close. So when I took off the water supply, the first one was just trickling out. So we thought we were right. Then the second one started taking off and water's coming out, and I thought it was going to trickle too. When we got the hose off, it was just going everywhere. We could not get the hose back on, couldn't get the water to turn off. We finally found the breaker for the well pump. We turned that off, but I'm like literally completely soaked. It's hard to tell, but water going all in the floor everywhere. Kind of crazy.
Sorry.
It's all right. No, I won't need them for the fridge. Alright. There's water everywhere. Something to put all these in. Trying to get to this table down here.
And that's a really good box if you get anything to put in.
Oh, okay, yeah. This little table in here is, it doesn't say sold. If it doesn't say sold, it's still available, right?
It's not. I cut the lights out of it.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't know what was what.
Yeah.
This hang on to the rail.
Watch your head. Well, I don't know.
You're coming down.
I don't know if you'll need to watch your head. But...
Oh, help me. My desk and chair right here.
Desk and chair.
We got it covered up before.
Oh, yeah.
Before my lightning hit my computer, I used this for my computer.
Oh, yeah.
The chair's really nice.
Yep. It's
His
nice.
shop's out here. Weed eaters and rails, a Christmas tree. Somebody bought this, but this tool stuff's left. This light should work too.
It might be flipped
Oh, it
still. It might be one of the breakers that are still flipped. Because there were several of them that were still off. I just flipped that one. She said that that came on, so that was it. I need to keep flipping. Is the tree? This is your keepings, or is that?
No, I was gonna sell it, but I wanted $30.
Mm-hmm.
That's all one piece.
Yeah.
I think I paid $179 and I bought it at a florist in Albany. I always enjoyed it.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna get it. Kind of heavy. Look around real quick, and then I'll grab it. Just found this back there. I didn't even see this when I came before. Star Wars coins. Star Trek. putting a little box together here. Here's some good Barbies. This one's weird. It's got glass eyes. It's really weird looking. I'll get it. Dolls don't usually sell good, but I'm just grabbing a couple of strange ones and hoping maybe they'll sell. Basically, she's just gonna let me make a big group and making a group price because she's got so much stuff in here to get rid of. I mean, all this stuff is supposed to go. This one's the corner here. Egg people. Like hollowed out eggs, that's kind of crazy. Alright, we just finished loading up at the house that had the fridge and the washer and dryer, and it was a little bit crazy. The washer and dryer, the water did not, it had valves on there, but they didn't work. One of them mostly worked, it was just kind of trickling out, and one of them it didn't all the way work. So once the thing started coming off, water started going everywhere, and we couldn't get it back on. Until we figured out they had a well, until we felt the breaker box was close by and we were able to turn the well pump off and get it off, but not before. I was literally soaking wet. I had water spraying in my face, water all on the floor. The whole laundry room going out into the other room was flooded with water. So that was fun. But we got that stuff, and then we ended up kind of, the house was still full of stuff that she was needing to get rid of, so we got a big group together and made a group price. So we got some small pieces of furniture and other odds and ends for $200, and I'll put those here in the video after this. I'll show some of the stuff I got out of there. All right, I'm gonna show. I went to pick up this washer and dryer and fridge, and while I was there, she still had a bunch more stuff in the house, so I picked up a few other things. I got this kind of wood, homemade table here she had sitting out on the front porch, kind of a plant stand. This ceramic pot, just got dust and pollen on it. Several, I think there's 3 oil lamps with the glass. All those have the glass, I got those. Let's see. And then I've got lots of like old glass, like white hobnail milk glass pitcher here. I got this piece right here. I don't know if that's quite almost looks like caramel glass, but I think it's, I don't know, it's hard. At times I see colors, but I think it's just amber. Got some depression glass. Oh, I don't break that. Yeah, stuff like this. Vintage colored glass. But this whole box right here, there's a bunch of it in there. I got all that. Pair of wood end tables. And this kind of spilled over. All these little trinket boxes. Put them in auction, let them roll, see what happens. This little small display cabinet. I got this whole bucket of stuff. Got a couple of dolls. Really don't care much for dolls, but that's mostly what she had. It was dolls, so I just kind of picked a couple of the more unusual ones. That one I just noticed it actually has tears, and it's got glass eyes. It's kind of weird looking. I mean, scary looking, I guess you could say. Some Barbies. Barbie. There's some Star Trek books down in here. I got this. This is kind of cool. It's part of the deal. All these Star Wars cards. This is like a game. Kind of like Magic or Pokemon, but Star Wars. Got the Star Trek encyclopedia. Got this other doll right here. Kind of looks like slightly like Chucky. These are all Star Trek books. This doll here kind of looks like a Hummel doll. It's not. Like I said, I was just trying to get a load together, just grabbing some stuff. There's the whatever that show was, Big Comfy Couch. Somebody might get nostalgic and buy that. Some kind of pasta thing. I guess this is a potato head. Play School 1991. Yeah, some kind of stuffed. Okay, it's Velcro. Oh, okay, I see. Its ears are Velcro. Oh, it's all okay. Yeah, it's just a stuffed potato head. Instead of sticking in, it's all Velcro. More Barbies down in here, and I got this guy right here. This large ceramic clown doll. Leah, my wife, she would be terrified of this thing. A lot of people would be terrified of this. Bunch of Garfield stuff. I'll just put all this in a lot. Here's the classic suction cup Garfield. This little bag of some of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys are in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6 or 7. I think about 7 different ones in here. This right here, I used to actually have that one. I mean, I still do at home. I've got a suitcase full of these things. That's the space one right there. Space suit, whatever you want to call it. All right, and then up here, I got this Turk and Surf electric turkey fryer. I actually have this same exact one. Works great. It's going to be for sale, so if you're interested, I've done several low country bowls in this thing right here. We got, I know it's exciting, but Christmas tree. The only reason I get it is because this thing is really, it's not real big. It's like actually when you probably a lot of people would set in their front porch. But it's cool. It looks like a real tree. It's got the actual bark in there, pine cones, berries, all and everything. Nice looking tree. All right, I got this vintage chair, that vintage chair, this little vanity with the stool. I got more stuff back there if I can get to it. Let me move some of this stuff. All right, I got the wooden cheese box. Got this kind of funky basket right here. Right here we got. What the? Okay, this is to one of the oil lamps, the globe. Put that in there. I got a couple Longaberger baskets. These things you can't get anywhere near what they cost, but they're still sellable. I've sold a bunch of Longaberger baskets, and a lot of people don't even know. You can find them at yard sales, estate sales. Sometimes they don't even know anything about them. It looks like, you know, it's a regular basket, but looks a little bit more well made. That's kind of the weave style to look for, but just look on the bottom for that Longaberger stamp. That's Longaberger, and a lot of them, those plastic pieces in there, that is a liner that goes with them. I got another Longaberger basket. That's the top of a cake plate, and I do have the bottom of it, and then there's another one of the globes for the oil lamp. And let's see what else I got up here. Another doll. People like the what a lot of people call, you know, the ugly doll. See what's missing its front teeth. But Rebecca doll is carefully packaged. Or Tabitha, I don't know. Okay, so I guess that might be the wrong thing, and it's actually Tabitha. Yep, that is Tabitha. Alright, then back there we've got the monkey metal bin. Got a whole container here of the wooden shoe forms, shoe stretchers, whatever you want to call them. And vintage suitcase. Basically what I did, look at the name, it's it's a Samsonite. It's an old Samsonite. But basically is I just went in there. She had a lot of stuff left. I just made a big old pile, and she made me a group price. So I was just kind of grabbing everything that, you know, I thought was, you know, decent left that I might be able to sell. Some of the stuff I normally wouldn't have got, but I was just trying to get a big group together. And I actually got, I don't know if you can see it there, without pulling it down, the mannequin form right there has the wooden stand on it, and then another small mannequin form there that she had sitting on that stand. But so I just kind of made a big group. Stuff that I thought I could, you know, that I could resell. Stuff that, you know, unique stuff like the clown doll, Star Trek books and stuff. Like these chairs. But see, look, they were trying to originally get $60. But, I mean, there's no way I would have ever paid anywhere close. Even though it's probably worth that. It's an old Empire chair, solid wood. It's got casters on the front. It's really nice. But, you know, so I basically, all that stuff that I just showed, I gave her $200 for, so she'll be able to do all right on that stuff. But a little tip: pretty much everybody that goes to estate sales probably already knows this. If not, here's a little tip: most estate sales at some point they're going to run half off. Like this sale here, half at noon on Saturday. They had this on Friday, and then on Saturday morning everything was still the full price, and then at noon they went to half price. So everything was marked half price. So that's when I went over there. I was getting stuff for half price, the original load that I got. And that's where that's where I got the washer and dryer and the refrigerator. The washer and dryer, they had marked at $75, and it was a working set, which was already dirt cheap. I don't know why nobody bought it at that price. So I get it at half price for the pair, $37.50. I mean, that's a steal. The refrigerator they had marked cheap also, $200, and nobody had bought it. So I got it for $100. So that's, you know, that was a good buy there, and it works. It was sitting in the house, you know, on with food in it. But yeah, they'll usually always do that. A lot of sales, what they'll do is, you know, have like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then on Sunday a lot of sales will be open. This one wasn't, and they'll do half price. Sometimes more, you know, the rules are always going to vary a little bit. And then also, if you're wanting to get a lot of inventory and stuff, try to get it. Whoever's running the estate sale, you might be able to go in, and a lot of times you can buy everything that's left at the end of the sale for a set price. Sometimes really cheap, because at that point they've sold a lot of stuff, they've made their money, and they're just trying to mainly get the house clean at that point. And you can find sometimes you can find some stills that, you know, really good stuff that was overlooked. Sometimes you just got to go look at. Sometimes you end up with just, you know, nobody bought it, and there was a reason why. Usually there's still some treasures left, but if you can, a lot of times though, if you can get in there and help that whoever's doing that estate sale out and clear that house out, even if it's not the greatest, you can get your foot in the door and they'll call you again, and you never know, you might hit the jackpot one time where this person had tons of awesome stuff and there was just too much of it to sell. Even at the end, there's still a lot of good stuff left and you can come out really good. But that's kind of, I got stuff at half off, and then when I went back to pick up the other stuff, there was still a lot of stuff left, and basically the second little batch of stuff I got, oh, there's also that little drop leaf table right there also. But anyways, but basically if I would have paid the prices that they had on this stuff versus what I got, I probably got the second batch at probably somewhere between 75 to 90% off of the asking price. Probably closer to 90%. You know, if I would have paid the actual full price, if I would have bought it earlier in the week. But that's that. Don't really do a lot of estate sale stuff, but you know, got a little bit this weekend, and you know, probably gonna come out all right. I mean, I definitely come out. The fridge and the washer and dryer, those are money makers for sure. But that's pretty much it for this video. So if you like it, hit the like button, comment, ask me questions. I can give you all kinds of information on estate sales and all that kind of stuff. And definitely, if you want to see more videos like this, storage auction videos, and just general resale videos, hit the subscribe button. We'll be putting out more videos. And everybody have a good one.